When Mustafa Kemal Atatürk founded the Republic of Turkey in 1923, he put women at the epicenter of his modernizing vision. At home and in the workplace, they would be the ones to bring the nation up to Western standards. In 1926, he replaced Sharia law with the Swiss Civil Code, thereby bringing an end to polygamy and a husband's right to unilaterally repudiate a wife at his discretion. He gave women the right to vote and run for office in 1934, well in advance of many countries in Europe, including France. But the very next year, he closed the Turkish Women's Union, which had been instrumental in effecting this change. His authoritarian single-party regime saw no need for women to organize on behalf of women, now that they had full and equal status with men. This was the paradox into which Sevgi Soysal was born, a nation that had granted women equality on condition they did not question its terms. And that's how it remained for the first 30 years of her life. All around her, women were rising in the ranks. Their many contributions to the national cause were much heralded. What they themselves thought about their lives, the world, and what it required of its women was politically irrelevant. But for those with the inclination, there was always the disobedient pen. There was rarely a moment in her short life when Sevgi did not have that pen to hand. Even as a student, she was writing in arts journals, not so much to expound on what she knew, but to explore what she did not. She grew up in Ankara, Turkey's new and fiercely patriotic capital. Her mother was German, her architect father was a refugee from Greece. She had many doors open to her, and she walked through them all. In sharp contrast to what might have been expected in 1950s Europe and America, an early marriage proved no impediment. She already had a young son when she took up jobs with Radio Ankara and the German Cultural Center. In the same years, she began a distinguished side career as a translator, published her first book of short stories, and performed at the National Theater in 2 plays she herself had translated. Her husband was away doing his military service when she took to the stage. She fell in love with a fellow performer who became her second husband. Suddenly, the main breadwinner, she took up a senior post at Turkish radio and television, where she proved herself a pioneer in progressive women's programming.